Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to another video. And sorry for my voice, by the way. This is the very first video that I've actually made brand new back after about a week or so, and that's just because I've been recovering from being sick and I'm not fully better yet. You can hear it in my voice. I'm still congested and I have like a sore throat and stuff. But I'm trying to push through it. I'm good enough, and I don't want to leave you guys hanging too much, so I'm going to try to somewhat push through this. So ignore the fact that I sound like I've been smoking a 20-pack for the last 20 years. Anyways, but basically, today's video, what you're going to be watching is one of my last few Season 6 wins that I got in Fortnite just before the new season drops. I have a couple of other ones, but I wanted to show off this solo one before the season officially ended, just because this is one of my favorite solo wins, because it's one of the first solo wins in a while that I genuinely feel like I didn't have to play like a total dickhead to be able to win. Like, if you've played Fortnite for a while, you'll know that the way that solos has been, the state of it has just been pure everything. Like any disease or scummy thing that you can think of, that's basically what solos have been. Like, it's been very difficult to have fun, and that's just because people abuse and, you know, blah blah blah. I could go on for millions of hours about it, but basically people play like douches. And this time I didn't have to really do that. I mean, yeah, there was people here and there that did do that, but luckily my loadout and my playstyle and just the way the lobby was, I was able to contradict it. You'll see a couple of times where, like right here, for example, this guy on the Viking Hill tries so hard to shoot me down while I'm in the middle of the sky, and like it's just like, dude, like just give it a break, just like let it go. It's just like, that's the annoying stuff. And he was camping the whole time and just like, ugh. But luckily for me, I was actually able to juke all these people. I was able to get tons of plays, and I didn't have to actually camp. I actually ran around and like rushed almost, kind of like COD. Now I know you're not necessarily supposed to play it like COD, but there's people that I watch like McCreamy and Wildcat and Ninja, of course, where basically like they run around like it's no problem. They do these smooth edits and all these cool tricks or whatever, and they don't have to sit still 24/7. And I'm trying to do that, and luckily that's the way that this game worked out. I actually had a pretty weird setup. Even though I had a gold scar and a purple heavy, one of the things that I had on me that I normally never carry, like ever, is a Porta Fortress. I never carry a Porta Fort or a Porta Fortress endgame like this, but it just worked. And I also had a gray SMG, which I'm surprised I didn't find anything later until like the very end game. Like usually like top 20 I can find something. I couldn't find anything till like top 10. But then this is the very, very, very good part about the gameplay, is these last 7 people that I'm facing. So I sneak up behind this guy. I think this was the guy that was actually on the Viking Hill jumping down. And then here's this guy that was actually trying to rush him. He gets shot in the back, go figure, that's solos for you. And he just basically is just eradicated, and I basically get his free loot. And also the other guy's free loot, which is like, oh, okay, that's nice. So I'm trying to recover and trying to figure out what to do. I find the purple RPG off the first guy, so I'm like, oh, hot damn, now I'm starting to get set up here. So I decided to go over to him and see what his loot is, and he had like a golden quad launcher, like a golden suppressed scar. I decided to take the normal scar though, because I was just like, oh, you know what, there's only a few people, it doesn't matter if they know where I am or not. So I decided to take that. And you can see in my mats, like I have almost max mats and everything. It's just ridiculous. I was super set up, like within just the last 10 people. It was really funny. And then everybody else on top of that hill, they're just fighting each other one by one. And I'm just trying to stay back, just because, like, yeah, sure, I'm rushing, but I also know not to necessarily get into a big cluster of like 5 people left. But luckily, it went down to me and then 2 other guys, and they were having a build battle. So like I was like, oh, okay, now it's 2 people. Now I can just like third party it or whatever. And then I found a golden RPG, and I'm just like, oh, hot damn! Now this is really where God's on my side. I'm really starting to get really good ammo and really good weapons and really good mats. And so I'm setting it up, and I'm just like, okay, let's do this. So my goal was to just launch pad on the top and just laser them both. But he killed the one dude with a shotty, so I was just like, oh, okay, I'll just go after him. But the launch pad was just one short of that ramp, and I'm just like, god damn it. So I was like, okay, well, here comes the Porta Fortress. This is what it was meant for. And then I assumed that he was up here, and as you can see, I'm trying to like RPG the base down, but I was like, this is very quiet, this is very suspicious. So I was looking around. I just didn't want to jump down even though the storm was there, just because in case the dude was like still up there trying to wait me out. And then I was just like, okay, you know, I'll strike off. And luckily the bounce pad, I almost had a bounce pad to a launch pad, which, you know, would have given me probably better ground, but who knows. But luckily the bounce pad on the Porta Fortress allowed me to get to the next zone, which I actually ended up getting a better zone anyway. And he was up there next to the supply drop. He's trying to spray me down with the Scar repeatedly, like repeatedly, but I just keep spamming bricks, so I just keep going and I keep going, and I'm trying to just make a fort so I can get an advantage. But then he fires some explosive at me. It sounds like an RPG, but it was like a lot of damage back to back, so I think he had a quad launcher, because there's no way unless he was double RPGing, that he could have damaged me with that many explosive damage at once. But I'm just having an RPG fight with him. I'm trying to play it safe and trying to wall as much as I'm trying to RPG instead of just running out in the open, because that's sometimes what gets me killed. He runs at me. I land an RPG, luckily through his wall last second, but he lasered me, and we're both low health. He has Spatch 12, I have heavy, he misses, and I one pump him right to the head, allowing me to win and get the solo win. And if you take a look, well, I mean, other than the default dance that I just did, but if you take a listen, you're going to hear the original OG music. That is just so satisfying to hear. That's one of the things that honestly is my, like, I would put that on top 5 for like my favorite things in Fortnite is the original OG music. Like the fact that I completed the battle pass to get that, it's just so nice, because originally I thought this was a lobby thing, but to have this at end game now just makes the win so much more rewarding to hear that nice, sweet damn music. I love the way that the Fortnite music is. But yeah, I ended up winning. I ended up defaulting, and like, just listen to the music, dude. It's so peaceful. Like, I love listening to that default music. And then basically after I did that, I went to the end screen, and luckily this was my last game that I needed to complete the battle pass, and I was able to end up getting the werewolf skin, which was really, really awesome. So that was actually a great way to end the battle pass, or just the season, or in general, because like my last game with my last challenge allowed me to lock the last thing, which was really, really cool. So hopefully Season 7 will be a lot of fun, just like Season 6 for me. I think that Season 6 was honestly one of my favorite seasons, because you had the Cube event, you had Kevin, you had all these cool skins, you had a whole bunch of nice map changes and gun reworks and gun introductions, and you had like pets, and you had like cool things in playgrounds that they added. It was so much fun. I love this season. So hopefully we'll have another good season. They're teasing a whole bunch of stuff over the last few days, and there might be a chance we might actually get a snow part of the map, which would be pretty cool. And hopefully that will be a lot of fun. But we'll also have to wait and see. The new season will come up tomorrow by the time you're watching this, hopefully, just depending on how well my health is. But anyways, guys, this is today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the notification bell if you guys want to be notified for whenever I upload next. Anyways, guys, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.